Okay, welcome back to the Joe Dunnrite Show. We're going to continue on what we were working on. We're going to get back to the spark plug here in just a second. But what I want to do right now is getting back to why this is overheating. So we checked the compression, and we're going to do a recap of that in a second. Compression's good. All four cylinders have about 120 psig, which is good. So we're going to just I loosened these so they were tight when I started, but we're going to go ahead and just pop the thermostat out of the Geo, and then we're going to put it in some hot water and see if it opens. So we might get a little leak here. Let's see. So I know a lot of the car guys will want to put their bolts and nuts and stuff up on the car, you know, and I used to do that too until one falls down somewhere, and then you got to dig out your magnetic detector, your magnetic stick, and try to dig it out. So now I just put them off to the side. Okay, so we got this here. Okay, good. The reason there's no water in here is we had it boiled over last night. So I've got the thermostat out. It's closed. We're going to drop it into this water. So let's see, this water is sitting, if you can see that, let's take a peek. It's sitting right at about 200 degrees. So this is a 180 degree thermostat. This should open. So we're going to let it sit in there, and we should be able to see it open here. You should be able to see this open. If it doesn't, maybe that's our culprit. So right now, I'm not optimistic that this thermostat's good. It is not opening. It is not opening. And this is a brand new thermostat. Now, let's talk about this. I bought this at O'Reilly's, and I hate to pick on O'Reilly's, but all this stuff that comes from our global suppliers, you know, you really got to ask yourself. So maybe this is it right here. I think we solved the overheating problem. This thermostat is not opening. And it's at 200, right now it's at 180 degrees, and this thing should be wide open. So that's a problem. So, you know, if the thermostat doesn't open, the water can't flow, and yeah, you're in trouble. So there it is. Okay, so we'll solve that. We're gonna go down, and we're probably gonna try to find a good quality thermostat. You know, I hate to pick on all this foreign global supply stuff, you know, but everybody sells it now. If you set out to find parts built in the U.S. or something, you know, it's really difficult. So, wow. So compression's good. That's a good thing we knew that. I assumed that because this thermostat was brand new about a month ago when this problem started, that was good. I think in this drawer, let's see, I have a thermostat from my truck. So let's pop that in there. This is a brand new thermostat, never been installed. It's for my Ford pickup. Let's throw that in there and see what happens. And our temperature, actually, we may be down below our 180 mark. We might have to heat this back up again. Yeah, this is sitting right about 160. So anyway, we might do that. Fill that back up and see. But these are supposed to open at 180 degrees. That's what we run in Arizona. What's critical about that? And you can say, well, look, put it back together without the thermostat. Well, the issue with the thermostat is, you want your car to run at a warm temperature. It's better for your fuel economy. So if I could run this probably now in Arizona, without that it'd be fine, but in the winter it might be kind of tough. So let's just go back to what we were doing earlier with the spark plug. So I got this all buttoned back up since our previous discussion. I got all the plugs in, got the cover back on. We're going to throw in this last spark plug and see if I can set this up so you can see the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit, I guess you can't see that very well. I'm going to put a little bit of anti-seize on the threads. We're not going to goop it up. You don't need to cover every single thread. Just get a little bit on there. And I like that because then it keeps it from locking up. So we just put a little bit on there. You can see just a little bit on there. And then we're going to put it in into the cylinder head. So let's see, so when you do this, You don't want to pretend like you're Godzilla and tighten this thing down so that it's so tight that you can't get it out. And then in addition, when you put it in, you want to make sure you don't cross thread these. So what you do is you get the socket in, turn it to the left a little bit so that you know that it's lined up, and then you can start turning it in so that it's tight, that you know that it's going in, and do it by hand. Don't start your spark plugs with a wrench. You get these things cross-threaded, and it's a nightmare. Got to get a tool to tap it. So anyway, it's there now. It's tight. We're going to just put a little snug on it. Again, you don't need to be a gorilla. Just give it a little bit of a push. Just enough to snug it up, and that's good. And then what I like to do is I like to put a little bit of connector grease, dielectric grease on these. You don't need a lot. Let's see if you can see that. Just a little bit on the end of your finger, about this much, and then I just put it on the ends of the connector, right at the very top where it goes in. So let's see if you can see this here. So right there, I just put it right there, wipe my finger, and then what that does is as it goes in, it coats the ceramic and coats the tip, helps with the connectivity, but also when you go to want to get these off later, you can actually get it off. So then you put it in there, and you want to push this so it clicks. You'll feel it kind of snap. There you go. You even heard it. Snapped into place. So that's good. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and check our temperature again on the water. Try that again. May have to run down and get a new thermostat. We'll talk to you soon.